Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Give to the running back. Got room to work. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Let's go. They'll run it from the gun. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Out of the backfield, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Gets the back moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw complete to the left. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's got some space. Pass
this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Offense gets set for second down. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. He got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll run the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working that left side. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
Just keep slinging it. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Beebe. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Come on, set. Now the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
The RPO, it's complete. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 11.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Worthy. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Kentucky! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? 2-point conversion attempt is on the way.
You got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Buys a little extra time. Intercepted, and the defense is set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And that's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
You know when you're playing against a defensive this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. The sure hands. It's Roper. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Here's the pressure. They'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let him throw the football. Make him throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around now, hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a fourth down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen,
going for it all. Picked off to stop the threat. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. This is a designed run. Crosses the 35. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got room at the 35. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks it. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteer. Getting set for the point after.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. drive, Jesse. It can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offensive line.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
And the Volunteers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
He's got it on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Now on the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Off the RPO is complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Offense set on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down and brings up third down.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. He'll pull it down and run. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback.
There he goes. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown ball. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wants to throw on third down. Unleashes one. Intercepted. A first down. Turnover can swing momentum.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just...
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on second.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Caught in the backfield, it's Burrow. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Quick handoff.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. And they can't make the play on third down.
That is a good omen for this this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to pass. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? And when they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly, making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle is in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words to describe defensive linemen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
And they're able to get him down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run into.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. He's going to take off. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get in. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the Volunteers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short in field goal range. They dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Punts it out of the air. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the 1st down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the pummeling has started. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Foster. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's
trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now back to back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Turning on the Jets. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown ball. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have. And he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Brings it down on the right side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that the players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he'll feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to him, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Oh, he's got some speed. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to see this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous play. A late touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the team. You don't want to watch it, but I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can do it.
He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tosses it back. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Corners are going to bail. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Paul.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.